Could you please try login with SSH?
And could you share your screen, please? And could you share your terminal and SSH to the... Right? Could you tell me a little bit about this machine, so how much disk space there is? Okay, so there's enough disk space there. Yeah, could you tell me also the resources in terms of CPU and RAM? How they look? And how much RAM does this machine have? Could you check if MySQL is running? Do you use systemd to check the status? Systemd command. Could you tell me the IP of this machine? Okay, is this a private or public?
What could it be the case why we don't see a public IP address? What do you suspect? What are your thoughts on why it's not there? How would you see the routing? Can you tell us how it's, what you think, how it's routed?
Could you show the distribution, the Linux distribution of this machine? So there was a previous command that was 54% use of the disk space used. Could you check this again, please? So it could be the case, it could be the scenario that a developer left a log on, went home overnight, and now the disk is full. You're the only person, you're on call and you need to fix this.
Okay, so permission denied is bad. What do you think? Would you get permissions? Can you check which sudo rights you have? Sudo can also check what is allowed for you to sudo. Look at the list more closely. You can see what's going on. Now can you see before you open it what it would be? So before you look at it, can you guess the content of the file? You know this command file. Okay, so it's called .text and it's not text, and it's too big. What can we do? We can remove it.
Could you proceed to the directory in the chat, valid exercise docker, please? Okay, there's a Python file in there, applicantor.py. Could you run this, please? Any idea just from looking at it what you think this is doing? Yep, run it, please. Thank you. Could you see what's responding on this endpoint? So it's running on port 5000. Could you see what it responds with? And what did it respond with? So the next task is if we could put this into Docker. There's already a file there to get you started. Okay, yeah, let's run this applicantor.py in Docker then. So what is the docker run command going to do? Could you create the image, please? Okay. So now we have an image. And could we run this image now? Do you know the command to show the not running containers? Maybe have a look at this Docker file again. Is something missing here?
Do you think it's complete or is something missing? And what do you think is missing then? Can you check if it works?
Could you go to the following directory, valid exercise Terraform, please? So there's a few different Terraform commands which map to a life cycle of the project from provisioning resources to the end. Could you explain some of these commands? There's one file in there called locals.tf. So could you explain the difference between locals and variables? And we'll have a look at main.tf as well, please. Any idea what this, it has 2 paragraphs, a data and a resource. What's the difference? Do you have any recommendations for using Terraform as a team? What about the state? Should this be stored locally? So what's the data type of this bucket names? I'm just curious, what's the data type of bucket names? Is this bucket already existing? Is there a Terraform command we can use to get this into our state? Or is there a Terraform command to get an existing resource into our Terraform state?